That
£5
is
returns
tasty.
50 nicker.
That is very, very tasty. Show me the dotted line, baby. I want to sign it.
Yes,
I want to sign it. I'm on board with this, you know. I'm on board.
All right, wait till this last one.
Do you have any more messages, Sam, of like somebody who's won big this week?
Oh, I did get a nice message, actually. Someone replied when I talked about Arsenal beating Newcastle. JA.MI880 replied to the reel and put more shite from you. That was a lovely message to receive, especially when Arsenal win. You swing at the king, make sure you don't miss, you little goon.
Swing at the short king's bring.
Message of the week there. All right, let's get into it then. So it's game week 2 of the Champions League, and I'm so excited. In fact, Ollie, I've got a vibesy pick that you're going to absolutely love with this one. But let's get into it because, as always, the algorithm leads us, but sometimes we do go off the beaten path. So who wants to start us off this week with the midweek European football? Ollie, Sam?
I want to go. I want to go because you're going to love these picks, and they're massive for a start, and no one's talked about them off camera, so I'm going to get live reaction here, boys. Let me start off with the banker because that's obviously a little bit more boring anyway. It's 3.5, so it's not a double no banker. It's a decent one. £5 on returns £17.55, and it's 3 games, both teams to score. Playing it simple, we've got Galatasaray against Liverpool, both teams to score. Highest, according to the AI, only Leverkusen game was higher, so 66%. But crucially, Liverpool have scored in every game this season. Galatasaray have scored in 92% of the games this season. And both of the teams generate about 2 XG per game on average. Obviously, Galatasaray in Turkish Super League, which is not the Premier League standard. But it's away at Galatasaray. I can definitely see them getting a goal.
Oh, yeah.
And Liverpool will score. So that's the first one. Atalanta Bruges, both teams to score again. Came in both times they played earlier this year, these two. Obviously, a lot's changed since then, but Brugge are generating 2.3 XG per game, and both concede 1.2 XG per game or more. The logic is there as well. And the last one, you don't even need stats for this. Barca against PSG, both teams to score. That's coming in it.
The only issue that I have with this is, and I'm going to talk about this in a bit more detail when it gets to my picks, is PSG. And the reason why is simple. Their full strength midfield are all out, all 3 of them. Dembele's out. Desiree Doué's out. They have an injury list whereby more than half of their starting 11 are injured. I think Barcelona could easily steamroll them.
Yeah, but their second team, right, is Gonzalo Ramos, Bradley Barcola. It's not exactly weak.
No, it's not. It's not.
So anyway, I'm on the back of them to get a goal, not to win. So both teams to score. I'm not having any of that slander. There's no way both teams don't score in that game. Lump on. Right. The second one. Now this. Don't look. This is ill. I was absolutely gassed to find this. Right. We've got a 9-1 pick, boys. Ooh-wee. So I'm putting a £5 on it to return £48. Gonna storm into the lead here. Stop sneaking a peek.
I'm getting my slander ready.
Firstly, Angel Gomez for Marseille, 1+ fouls. It's not as convoluted as it might.
You're going to have to back this up.
They're going to get crazier and crazier. Okay, yeah. Well, he's averaging 1.6 fouls per 90 minutes, and he plays most minutes because he averages 89. And I'm only backing to play one more. To foul once or more. It's a big Champions League night. He's a midfielder.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a banker. He's playing for ex-Con FC as well, so they like getting a bit tasty. And then just don't drop the soap. And then draw or Benfica. Double chance. Jose returning to Stamford Bridge.
Wow.
Jose back at Stamford Bridge.
That is juicy. I like that a lot.
It's a shithouse a win, right? Not just vibes, because it's also good value for the draw and Benfica. And Benfica actually have better data in everything, apart from like the realised goals scored and against. So like they've got better underlying data, which I know is a bit of a meme thing to say, but Jose at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
as well.
you know me, I'm a Chelsea hater at the moment.
Exactly.
João Pedro apparently is a doubt. Moises Caicedo's a doubt.
Yes.
That battle falls ripped to pieces anyway, mate. I'm on board with this, you know. I'm on board.
All right, wait till this last one. Harry Kane to score 2 or more goals. He's averaging. He's averaging.
This is tasty.
He's averaging 2 goals per game at the moment. Well, this season, right? He's playing a team called Pathos that concede on average 1.7 XG per game in whatever league they're from. Like, come on, they're going to create chances. Wow. Bayern's average goal scored as a team right this season is 3.69, and Kane has got 10 goals in 5 games. The only thing that could mess this up is if Kane's rested. Otherwise, I'm confident.
I
That he
don't
bags a
think he will
couple.
be. We know Harry Kane. He's been a
Yeah.
fitness monster for years, and he doesn't exactly cut about the whole pitch, does he? He stands
No.
there and
Well, no, he
drops
does. He
deep a
drops
little
deep
bit,
and
yeah.
then
But he's not one who's working his bollocks off the
no.
ball, mate. I love it. I love
So,
that so much.
all it is a treble. Angel Gomez 1+ fouls. Draw or Benfica at Stamford Bridge and Kane scored 2 or more.
That is
£5
tasty.
returns, 50 nicker.
That is very, very tasty. Show me the dotted line, baby. I want to sign it.
Yes,
I want to sign it. Fuck the
yes.
small print.
I knew you'd like that one.
That is
I
so
love it.
tasty.
I can't argue with any of those picks. And to be honest with you, mine are like if yours are the chicken balti, mine is the korma, mate. Mine's
Oh,
like that, but
really?
a mild version,
Wow.
unfortunately.
The only negative thing I want to say about Sam's pick is I've actually gone with something very similar with the
Oh,
Jose
nice.
Mourinho pick.
Oh, nice.
Have you done it as well, Ollie?
I've been kicking my bollocks off for this. I apologise.
Yeah, no, I've just thought Return of the King, Master of Dark Arts. I went a little bit more though, but I've fully backed him with just £5 on double chance Benfica, so that's just covered my bet and everything. But I'm with you, Sam. I'm fully backing that Jose Mourinho to get a result there. It's just written in the stars, isn't it? And he knows how to scumbag these results. So he's a European king, and like you said, Benfica have a good quality team. Jose's doing it absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Child's play for him. Someone like Maresca, he's going to run circles around him, isn't he?
He is, yeah, he is.
In the press conferences before, he's definitely calling him a slaphead or something. Isn't he?
It's going to be so wonderful as well. Just like seeing him on the pitch, like shushing the crowd, whatever, is going to be top tier shithousery, and I'm so here for it. But that's one of my bets, that I've revealed there. But Ollie, go into yours.
Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on this too much. This week, I want to get points back on the board, and so
you say that every week.
I know. I put together a little treble that I think is coming in, and I've backed it. I've put my balls on the table. I've put all my stake on it, full £10. So I've gone with Bayern Munich to win 2 or more. We've already talked by 2 or more. We've already talked about that. They've been spanking everyone. They won the last 4 games by 2 or more against much better teams than Paphos. Then I've gone for Barcelona or draw. We touched on this as well. That's against PSG. 7 of PSG's best players are injured. I mean, it's a second string PSG side going to Barcelona. Not desperate for a win. Don't need to win it. Last season, they didn't get going until December. And then finally, I've gone for Arsenal to beat Olympiacos to 0, so to keep a clean sheet. The £10 returns 31.50, so just over 2 to 1. Just looking to get points on the board, really, fellas. What do you think?
You're in no man's land. It's not a banker. It's not a long shot. His head's up his arse.
I'm in the wilderness here, just scraping around trying to feel.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's the fact that you put all your money on it as well. Like
Olympiacos could not score against Paphos in the opening Champions League game, and now they're going to the Emirates, the hardest place in world football to score a goal.
What about this then? It turns out Paphos have actually got a great defence, and that means that both of those picks are messed up because Olympiacos are actually really good at attacking, and Bayern Munich are going to come up against the mighty Paphos defence.
You've got Harry Kane to score 2 or more. Never mind Bayern Munich. So.
I've got the banker covering me though.
No, I listen.
So wait, you've gone full on. Your whole bankroll on this.
I've gone full whack.
Oh
on this
God!
one. And I fancy
your head is in the bin.
I'm confident. I am. I feel like this is gonna land, and it's gonna fire me back up to the top of the table, and deservedly so.
I'm with Sam on this. I'm sorry.
Oh no, head loss in 4K. You hate to see it.
If you need a week off or something, just submit a holiday request. We'll sign you off with stress.
Yeah, I don't really like this pick at all. I'm sorry.
Yes, Jason.
I hate to go in on you.
Picks then, Jason.
Yeah, go on, Jason. Give it to us straight.
In terms of it, I've already covered the Mourinho one, and the narrative is there. I'm just so excited to see that one. But bet number 2, this one is more of the banker one. I've put £4 on this, 2.99 to 1. So this is for the Wednesday football because I've split it up so that I've got something for each day to look forward to. So it's Arsenal to win, City double chance, PSG double chance because they're the European champions.
Sorry, Jason, Ollie's falling asleep.
I'm sorry, but
Sorry, the last thing that I heard was double chance.
Yeah, this is the boring pick. The more interesting pick was the Mourinho one, and then bet number 3. But yeah, Arsenal, City double chance, PSG double chance, Napoli double chance. I think, just playing it safe there, the conservative style. What do you think on that one?
I think PSG is going to cost you there, mate. I don't
Or
think they're
draw,
getting
though.
anything.
You don't think they're getting anything?
No, I think Barca are turning
Have you not
over.
bet them double chance?
No,
Barca, I mean.
double chance, yeah, but I do think Barca will beat them.
So a draw for you two.
Yeah.
Yes, a draw would be nice. PSG had them, licked last season. I don't see why it would change
That was
too
fit
much.
and
But
firing full strength PSG though. I think PSG, when everyone's fit, are a better side than Barcelona.
my reasoning for the PSG double chance is the fact that, like you said there, they have a lot of injuries. I think they're going to play a more conservative style. They're going to play maybe a little bit more boring. They're going to want to control that match more than usual. And so I think that it's going to be a little bit more boring than people expect it to be. So going
They're
head
going
to
to
head.
they're going to have Yamal, Rashford, Rafinha, and Lewandowski to compete with. So I don't think they're going to be controlling very much. I think they're just going to get steamrolled.
But bet number 3, this one's more exciting. Liverpool over 2.5 goals, Real Madrid over 2.5 goals. But then I've gone against the algorithm here, and I've also gone with the value pick. So this is where the algorithm has kind of come to the fore. Atletico under 2.5 goals. My explanation for this is they're usually defensive anyway, but this season they've only scored 1.24 goals per 90. Frankfurt is more exciting, but they're away. They're gonna be in Madrid, where it's such a cauldron and noise. It's a terrible place to go to. So even though they've been firing well, I don't think their attack's going to do that good. And then I'm backing Bodo Glimt and Spurs to be under 2.5 goals as well. Looking at the data for Spurs so far this season, their open play XG has been appalling. It's been less than 1 for most of those games. It's been like 0.2 or 0.3. So I think that's going to be a boring game as well. We saw it at the weekend. They just played turgid football, even though they were behind against the Wolves team. They've been leaking goals. This one was for the picking. And so that is why I'm going quite a boring one on that. It's £2 on 10.25 to 1. So again, it's kind of covering my bets. All of these, if any of these come in, cover my bets. And so, I'm learning on the job as well, covering my bets with all of them.
However, Jason, did you say under 2.5 Atletico Frankfurt?
Yes.
Because I think that the view that Atletico are like this defensive side is over. It's changed massively this season, and Frankfurt. Right, let me just read the last 5 results from Atletico Madrid and Frankfurt. Atletico 5-2, 3-2, 1-1, 3-2, and 2-0. Frankfurt 4-6, 3-4, 5-1, 3-1, and 3-1. There's been about 150 goals in the last 10 games.
I mean, I'm just following what the website was saying, which was Atletico average goals for was 1.29. That just stood out for me as they're kind of continuing that play.
But it does also say that over 2.5 goals has a 62% chance of coming in.
Yeah, I did see that. But
it might mean you got some good value, like you say.
Yeah, that's what I was going with the value picks here, because with Champions League and European football, it's kind of hard to keep up with each team and all those interesting foibles that you pick up with the Premier League. Whereas with this one,
I mean, to be fair, Jason, in the Champions League specifically, they've obviously only played one game each, and there's only been 11 goals.
Frankfurt won 5-1 against Galatasaray, was it?
Yeah, Liverpool lost. Atletico Madrid lost to Liverpool 3-2. I'm not the biggest fan of that pick for the Atletico game.
No, I'm with you.
It's weird because Simeone, after 11 years in the job, is suddenly not at this kind of defensive shithouse anymore. Well, it's still a shithouse. But...
Yeah, I think he's realised there's only so far he could take it.
Antoine Griezmann, I think I read a stat saying he's not scored in his last 22 La Liga games.
Yeah.
I mean, so has Simeone become Pep and Pep's come Simeone? So just to remind everybody as well, this is the great data from the Numbers Game website, so make sure to subscribe. And this is from our special package with the Champions League football. So when we cover the Premier League stuff, that's all free, but you do have to sign up for the paid membership for that one. But in previous weeks, we've talked about how these winning bets have covered people's memberships and way more. So, we're looking forward to the Champions League. We're looking forward for cashing in. And we are looking forward to lots of goals as well. So let's see you for the Premier League picks very, very soon.
Lovely.